My husband named our first child after his side chick. Welcome to True Stories with Queen Saifa. I'm Queen Saifa, and today we have a story. Let's dive right in. Hello, Queen Saifa. I'm in pains. What have I done to deserve this? My husband has brought me lots of heartaches and pains. I dated this man for 2 years, and in those 2 years, it felt like I was begging for everything from attention to money, care, time, etc. I literally begged this man for everything. I didn't mean to, but found myself stuck because he asked me out and asked me to marry him from the very beginning. The moment I agreed to marry him, he's changed totally. This man became a stranger as he started treating me like a wife he has married for years, whom he's no longer interested in. Sometimes he made me feel like he didn't want me anymore, but would quickly apologize. So I felt I should manage him as no one is perfect. I waited for engagement ring for these years, but wasn't coming forth. So started hoping he would come forth with a surprise proposal. To my utmost surprise, he never proposed. Instead, he kept telling me with mouth. I stayed and loved him, cared for him, even though he made me feel like a parasite. I blamed myself for having attachment problems and being too clingy as I couldn't go a day without him. One day, after a good fashion section, okay, I think it means what it means, he looked into my eyes and told me he's in love with me. That brought a lot of joy and relief to my heart. Oh, I am finally loved and accepted. I sighed in relief, hoping the ring will finally come and he will pop the questions. But no, I got the shock of my life. He sat by the bedside, sang me love song, and asked me, "Will you be the mother of my unborn kids? Will you marry me?" I should have known his priorities from the above questions. But foolish me, I was blushing and said yes. But wait, where's the ring? The fancy ring. Where's the fancy lights? The people clapping and congratulating us? None. No effort whatsoever. One would think I would see the red flags and take flight. But no, I stayed and made silly excuses for him. That he's an introvert and wouldn't want any loudness or crowds. It would make him shy, I thought to myself. But what's even more worrisome? Where is the ring? No, where is the ring? Where is the ring? Where is the ring? Where is the ring? Where's the ring? Where's the ring? I'm looking for the ring. There was no ring at all. So I quickly brought out one of my fancy knuckle rings and gave it to him to seal the engagement with my ring. My very own ring. Yes, I was crazy in love. So whenever he gave me the barest minimum effort, it meant the world to me. That day was the happiest day of my life, and we went on to have loads and loads of more amazing din time. Girl, we often quarreled but quickly settled, so I thought we understood each other and could last in something serious. I never caught him cheating. It never crossed my mind that the very same man I loved with my everything, who seemed very satisfied with me, would one day become unbelievably good at lying and cheating. I thought I had proven to him that I loved him and would choose him no matter what, but I was dead wrong. Few months down the line after our private engagement, we had issues, and during the process of fighting and quarreling, he boasted to me that he had a ring he bought since my birthday the previous year, but refused to give me because he doesn't think I'm worthy of it or whatever reason he gave. This broke me. This was our third year in relationship. We had already gone to see our parents concerning marriage, so it dawned on me that he was obviously just testing the waters to see what my marriage will cost him and whether I can afford it or not. At the point of breaking down, he tried to console and pet me, and truly, this man has my mumu button. Because why did I let him have me even at that point of discovering his betrayal and realizing that I am just an option? I gave him the condition that the only way to console me is to propose to me afresh with the ring he's been hiding. He told me he wanted to surprise me in public. But I told him I don't care about public. In brackets, I secretly fear that that day will never come. Yo. So I told him that if he loves me, he should give me the ring immediately. He did. I flaunted this ring everywhere, and it felt like I was carrying his heart with me everywhere. I chased all suitors away because I felt satisfied. But deep down, I knew he wasn't really into me as much as I loved him. Let's keep going. I tried to move on severally, but he knew just how to get me down. Matized. Whoo! He knew just how to control me and make me loyal to him. I loved him helplessly. Yes, you did, girl. No judging. Yes, you did. A time came and we finally broke up because I found someone new who gave me things with ease. And over there, I didn't have to ask nor beg. During the process of moving my things from my ex's house, he pinned me down again, giving me exactly how I like. I began to fear losing him, wondering if my new man could handle me because my ex had spoiled me. I couldn't move on, and I almost broke up with my new man and settled for him. But I later made up my mind to try someone new. Unfortunately, my new relationship was a distance relationship. This gave my ex access to me as I couldn't look into his eyes to tell him no. I just became so foolishly, I just become so foolishly submissive whenever I see him. Like this man used jazz on me. Baby, that thing is extremely good. You can't move on, darling. Woo! I didn't want to. Okay, he got me pregnant. I took him for him. My new man had to let me go. My biggest mistake ever. I didn't want to give birth outside wedlock. So we got married, a low-key wedding of just close friends and family members. That day was filled with mixed feelings because even though I felt excited to be marrying my one true love, I had doubts in my heart if I was also his true love. No, I wasn't. I wasn't, and I am not. Let's not judge. He met someone he considers better than me. During the breakup period, he was seeing multiple people as I was seeing my new man. Some of these multiple people stick. Yes, they made a mark, at least 6 to 7 of them, but one stood out amongst others. Pregnancy is here. I wondered what to name our child, and he finally suggested a name. The name was so beautiful, and I loved it. But suddenly, the name began to ring a bell. I've heard that name before. I've seen that name too close before. I thought to myself, it was the same name. The name of my husband's favorite side chick. Girl, my heart broke in pieces. Even till this moment, I am still in shock. I don't know if to confront him or not because I can't even think. My emotions are running high, my imagination's running wild. Why did I let a good man go over someone who would never value me? Why did I trap myself in a place I would never feel at home? Why did I let fear lead? My stomach is boiling. My heart is burning in acute pains. I don't know how to handle this or who to tell it to. Queen Safer, please help me host. That was a lot of information to take in. Wow. Like, girl, you saw a pool, in fact, a red sea of red flags, and you went right in to swim. Okay, I'm not gonna judge. Over to you. It's still True Stories with Queen Safer. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere else at True Stories with Queen Safer. What would you advise her to do? He's married, the baby's coming, and he wants to name her his favorite side chick. Drop your advice in the comments right away. Sister, speechless. I have nothing to say. Leave it to True Stories to decide. Please decide. Please. What is she going to do with this pregnancy and not being loved? Over to you all. Yes, it's still True Stories with Queen Saver, and I love you. Bye. Mwah.